Today I'm going to give you a little tour of my laundry room pantry. Let me turn the dryer off. So I kind of have rearranged and organized everything to fit our needs. I had some really old beans that I needed to get rid of, so I dumped all of those and refilled the buckets with our new beans. When beans get old, they get hard when you cook them. They don't really plump up like they should. Now I've got the washing machine off and I think you can hear me all the way. These curtains blocking for the door and the gate for the dog. That's my bucket of oats because we eat oats pretty much every morning. The cat's box and food are in here to hide from the dog. And that's the last bit of toys that I have downstairs. I finally moved her stuff upstairs. So, taking care of all of the things that are not food real quick back here. This is our laundry room / pantry and storage. So down here we have like pictures in a trunk and storage. Go back here. I have like paper products for like when we have company over and parties, cat food, my bread maker, and some sweet potatoes in bulk in both of those boxes. Down here we have a 5-gallon bucket of salt. Guess I'm gonna kind of jump back and forth. So up here we have all of, most of Jeremy's clothes are up here and on these shelves. I have a few hang up here and Mary has some formal dresses there. All of our sheets and rugs and blankets are up here and here. This is all Jeremy's stuff in our storage, like meat grinder, wheat grinder. So my bags and coats and like his bow, some school supplies and yarn. This is extra curriculum that we are not into yet. On these shelves we have, okay, so over here we have all of our, well, not all of our, but a lot of our puzzles and games and sewing and needle felting, knitting type stuff, all up here, sewing. And then some soap making supplies, oils, our little nebulizer, and our choking kit, and a canning pot. On this shelf, we have feminine products. My daughter Mary does not use natural. I use natural. This is our little medicine box. This is like an overflow of medicine. I can show you that in a second. And then over here is like all the products that I make stuff with. So like in here is tooth powder that I make with all these products. Just kind of an overflow of making things. Down here we have little like games and craft stuff. Is like more like office supplies and overflow of like pencils and cards and whatnot. My teacher's type books up here for grading and paint. Here we have a box of like lids, collars and lids like that I haven't gotten into yet. And collars down here. My apple peeling and sieve is down here. Kids, Cheerios, some canning jars, overflow of canning jars, more canning jars. That's some sewing stuffing. Next shelf, we have some Pedialyte for the dog who has issues. And then like my salts and pectins and stuff like that. That's in that basket. Some carbonated club soda. That's the cat food. And then teas, mustard, some rice vinegar, cornmeal, quinoa rice, pumpkin, some pecans, cranberries, and raisins. Our peanut butter stash. Some people like the organic natural. Some people don't. Refried beans and a big can of chili beans, and then just some more beans. Over here we have pasta, a gluten-free pasta, some mac and cheese. That's what I call teenager food. Green chilies. This is some beef broth, and some tomato soups back there. I use vegetable soup a lot as a soup base, so we've got that stocked up. Lots of tomatoes stocked up, tomato sauce and paste, some Rotel, spaghetti sauce, some coconut aminos, a mayonnaise, some molasses, some barbecue sauce, ketchup, and coffee stash. all back there, which we're not drinking coffee right now. So that's why it's kind of stocked up really good. Some crackers back there and some popsicle type stuff here to make. Over here we have most of our bulk food stash. We'll start at the top. This is pretty much all my baking stuff. I'm not gonna go through each and everything, but back there we have some stocked up olive oil, apple cider vinegar here, and some maple syrup here. We haven't tasted this, but we're trying this year from this little company in Vermont. Some coconut oil stocked back there, some big, and then like baking spices, and let me see if I can get a bucket to stand on back here. So I have some bulk spices back here, black pepper, this is like a ranch mix, and chili powder, and so I keep some bulk bagged spices back there. That's a big bag of yeast, some yellow corn mesa flour, make corn shells with, coconut flour, buckwheat groats, almond flour, buckwheat flour, and then back here is kind of all of like our seeds and lentils, and then up here is kind of our, I'd say, junk stuff, powdered sugar for cakes and whatnot, and then this is our junk flour for like making Play-Doh and stuff, and then some extra tea and 2 things of dry milk, and then here's some baggies and whatnot I don't use very often. This is our chips and bread. Back here's some ACV I'm making. Apple scrap vinegar. Here's some flour. This little section is my gluten-free flour. So this is my mix I make up with all of these, like white rice flour, brown rice flour. Back there's some extra popcorn. I'm not sure. Oh, green split peas are here. This is our hard white wheat and soft white wheat. And then over here is our 50-pound bag of oats plus some other oats. Down here is where vacuum cleaners are stored. Down here is all the beans. So we have pinto beans, black beans, great northern beans, and garbanzo beans. We have some popcorn. These buckets are very full. This is our hard white wheat, which it says hard red, but it's actually hard white, for grinding wheat for my bread. And this is some black-eyed peas. I have that out because I want to start using that. I like to make black-eyed peas for the summer. And then back there, we have a bunch of rice for being stocked up for emergencies. Down here, we have some flours I don't use very often. Einkorn and rye is back there. And in the very back is soap oils to make soap. This is our soft white wheat for pastry flours. And like I said, over here is salt. And then there's also a bucket of sugar back there too. This is where we keep our shoes. This freezer is empty because we traded over to a deep freezer, chest freezer. Lastly, up here, some vinegar. These empty jugs, I make my own laundry soap. So this is laundry soap in a vinegar jug. And I just keep all these extra jugs to put the laundry soap into. Some clothespins, just some backup extra soap for emergencies, some more canning pots. This is my little plunger washer thing for off-grid washing. And then up here is kind of our cleaning supplies, matches, some orange infused vinegar, some Dawn borax washing soda. This is Mary's for cleaning. And what's in here? Oh, some off mosquito stuff and some Mary's tanning stuff and Ellie's sunblock. So that is pretty much the pantry tour. Everybody always wants to know what everybody has stocked up, right? So I know I get a lot of questions about what kind of things we stock up, so that's kind of why I did the pantry tour. And now this box I'm going to show you is pretty unconventional and not all natural. It's kind of like sometimes you just need something that's not natural. So It's kind of just some stock I did a few months ago. So I'm gonna show you what's in here. So Jeremy's little stethoscope. He's got a pulse ox here. Some throat drops and cough drops. Some Tom's toothpaste. I make my own toothpaste, but teenagers don't like that, so they kind of have their own toothpaste. Some allergy relief. You know, if you get a bee sting, we have some people allergic to bee stings that have some pretty bad reactions. So we always keep some, that's pain and fever, allergy medicine on hand. Here's some kidney formula, some kids' toothpaste for super picky kids when they decide they don't like tooth powder. Some dental floss, my homeopathic allergy medicine. This is a blood sugar kit. Thermometer. My lotion that I use, actually use this on my face every day. And some Motrin and acetaminophen. And some antibiotic cream. It's really good to have on hand. So this is a little pulse ox. These are not, you know, super expensive, and it's great like if you get sick or you're having any kind of you know, bronchial reactions to anything. You just clip this on your finger and it reads your oxygen levels, and it tells you if you're doing, you know, good with your oxygen. So obviously this is to listen for breathing. And then this little kit is a blood sugar kit. I actually have had 2 home births, and this is pretty much, we don't take the glucose test. We just monitor blood sugars after like meals and whatnot. Now this is your little poker. So you put your needle poker, I don't even know, I haven't done this in so long anyway, and then you click that button and it pokes you through there. So you put your needle in there, you pull it back and set it, and then you put your, that's a blood strip, that's what that was, I forgot. This is a blood strip, and then you stick it in here, and then it reads your sugar levels. So this is a nifty kit to have on hand. All 3 of these things are tools that I would definitely have on hand for a home emergency. Super quick rundown of this is our on-hand medicine box. So things that are open and that we're using. Wraps, Band-Aids. Guys, this is a hot mess in here, so just whatever. Gas relief, simethicone, neti pot, anytime you have colds, sinus infections, these are great. We actually have, these are the little packets you mix up with the warm water inside here. This is dog nausea medicine, and this is also dog. She has massive issues, so this is her acid reducer. Band-Aids are everywhere. All right, we have female reproductive tonic. I used to take this. I have not taken that in years. More gas relief. This is probably going to be a really funny medicine box. Probio 5 I used to take. Plexus, that I don't even take that anymore. Some prescription medicine, probably for Mary when she had surgery. Some Advil, infant's Advil. This is just medicine droppers and whatever. See if there's any good. I haven't even looked in this box. I don't even know what's in here, so you're getting to see. Cold and mucus, Vaseline. Like, we haven't even used this stuff down here more. Medicine, I don't even know what's in here. Bandages, Band-Aids, children's ibuprofen, Super Bee from Young Living, Echinacea Golden Seal. This is years old when I used to put this on like a breast infection, grapefruit seed. Gauze pads, chewable ginger, great for headaches. I'm trying to go super fast. Cayenne. What is that? Oh, that's the dog's. This is female tonic, more acetaminophen, more bandages. So I need to obviously go through this box. This is tiny cold tablets, homeopathic, and also some acetaminophen. Another thermometer and some triple antibiotic. So yeah, I obviously need to go through my medicine box, but there you go.